It is officially Ashes Eve. Hello and welcome to Willow Talk. Adam Peacock at the moment, all by my lonesome. Special guest in about 30 seconds, but Hads and Heels will be back later in the episode. We've got our highly anticipated Ashes predictions, which we will hold them to and tell them at the end of the series how wrong they were on various fronts, and chat about some touring tips with me travelling with Willow Talk and travelling as part of a cricket team for the first time in a very long time. But first, we're going to be joined by Australian, well, he's verging on legend. I can call him legend. Certainly when he gets to Adelaide, he'll be viewed as such. Travis Head, he's going to run through the final preparations before the Ashes. Remember to follow us on Apple, Spotify, Listener and YouTube, plus all our social media accounts. Keep up to date with our daily test reviews there as well. Secret Cricket Club, be very active over the Ashes series as well, so go to our Instagram page for that. But right now, it's straight to Trav because he's here. He's about to play in an Ashes, and I'm guessing, Travis said, thank you for coming on Willow Talk once again. You're pretty damn pumped about it.
Yeah, looking forward to it. A couple more days, so only a couple more media commitments to go until we get into it. And I think it's been a lot of talk, and I think everyone's just looking forward to Friday starting and cracking onto it.
Is that your Ashes advent calendar, is it? Is basically how many media commitments are left and you're down to 2 and then 1 and you can open that last door and happy days, I'm playing cricket again.
Oh, yeah, I've gotten away with it this year. It's nice been having Slug and Kez and a few other boys around. I've been doing most of them, and your Greenie, a couple of debutantes in there amongst it that everyone wants to talk to. So I've been pretty clear sailing as now, so which is good. But yeah, getting to Perth is always nice. It's been a long time coming, and probably both teams are looking forward to Friday starting and just getting into it.
And we can talk about now about things that are real and things that are materially going to affect the test match, namely the deck. She pretty dry. She got a bit of green about it. What's the go?
I thought you were going to say Javo trying to get into an anthem or something then.
That will happen.
Pop his head up. There's no doubt he'll pop up somewhere. He'll probably stand next to me in the anthem in a couple of days' time. But our wicket looks good. It's always hard to read, and you take your mind back to last year and think what did it look like and how to play and what was the lead up and all those things. And you talk to the curators and whatnot, and you look at the weather, and you look, I can't really take my mind back to it. I know there was a heap of wickets on day one last time, and then the wicket flattened out for a couple of days and then become pretty hard. So it's probably traditional as what it is. And yeah, it looks good so far. And we'll look at it twice more tomorrow and then a couple more times at the toss, and we'll get into it. So, but it looks like it'll be a good wicket. So yeah, happy days. Just
for the uninitiated, how does this one usually play? We associate whacker, quick, Grand Canyon cracks on day 4, 5. Is Perth Stadium got its own characteristics?
Pretty similar. I think every year that we've played it so far is it's been on the greener side on day 1, being sort of challenging the bat, flattening out a little bit, and then there's been some cracks, and probably only more a few years ago. I know we played India the first time, and then a couple other times that they played a part last year. I felt like there was a lot of wickets. Like there was fast forward on the first day, and then India batted really, really well. It was good for batting probably for the next 2 or 3 days. So. And then it becomes challenging on late day 4, day 5. So that's probably what we've more seen later. But early days, I reckon we had a few hot tests where cracks were quite big. This week it hasn't been as hot. So again, there's a lot of people playing into different things and with different opinions. But in the day, all you can do is play what's in front of you. It looks like it's going to be a pretty good wicket, and no doubt there'll be some of those characteristics at some point in the test.
Yeah, cool. Now, the characteristics of an Ashes test is that everyone gets in a couple of days before and settles in. I'm talking people who are going to sit in the grandstand and enjoy themselves. What's that been like? I mean, you're not in the actual guts of it in Perth, so you're not like walking around where there's heaps of pubs and there's people around, but have you encountered much encouragement or discouragement?
No discouragement. Only a few, actually. Like I said, we're staying just next to the ground, and you probably haven't been in a town much. I snuck out for a haircut, and there was not really much interest, so that was okay. It was, but yeah, the boys, we haven't really done too much. We've just been training. We've done a bit of content stuff, and it's been pretty low key. And the boys are playing golf this afternoon, which is good. But yeah, I think the feeling has been more so before getting here. There's been obviously heaps to talk about, and yeah, wherever you may go, whether it be in Adelaide or the guys around the country, there's obviously a lot of support for us. Like both ways, but I haven't seen too many English yet. I know there's a heap of them coming. Maybe all the flights haven't landed just yet, and there'll be an influx over the next 24 hours. But it's gonna be nice to play. I guess a full Perth Stadium test match, where traditionally we probably haven't filled it up as much as we would have expected in the years gone by. And I think the first 3 days are sold out. So, it's going to be an amazing atmosphere. It's going to be awesome to be part of. And, looking forward to it.
What do you make of back pages, front pages, social media algorithm domination on just a game of cricket? Have you paid much attention to it? Has anything made you chuckle?
Oh, a lot of things make you chuckle. It's like you can't get away from it. If you do read the paper or do sit on Instagram or TikTok or or Facebook or all those things, it's everywhere. So hard to go past it. You can read as much or as little as you want. You can laugh or cry. It depends how you react to it. Not too bothered about it all. It's been pretty full on. I've tried to stay clear of it a little bit in terms of what I've tried to put out, I guess. And we've been busy playing and whatnot. Haven't really done too many interviews and whatnot to get myself in the papers. So it's been good. There's obviously been some talk around some spots that I've always been up for grabs and guys have commented. And so I've just tried to stay pretty reserved on my comments and just making sure that I'm ready to go and play well. And guys who are more open to talking, but again, I'd be more open to different articles and whatnot. Happy to read them, happy to laugh at them and have a chuckle on a few of them. But yeah, ultimately, I think once we get started, that's all I'm looking for. And then we can comment on who's playing well, who's batting well, who's bowling well, who's maybe not playing well. And then we get down to the nitty gritty of just actually what happens in front of us. And at the moment, it's all hypotheticals and everyone's opinions, which are always differing, which are always fair. But like I said, it's all hypotheticals. No one knows what's actually going to happen until we get to Friday. And once we get there, storylines will play out. Matchups will be huge, and that's when the real stuff happens. And that's when we got to make sure you're on your game and react to those things well, and have mechanisms around coping around those sort of things.
Looks like they'll go Wood and Archer, and then a couple of other quicks and Stokes as well. But Wood and Archer catch the eye for raw pace. Everyone loves raw pace, or watching it at least. I'm not sure about facing it, but actually watching it in Test cricket adds a certain layer of intrigue. You faced them both in Test cricket, Jofra a while back, but Mark Wood more recently. What is it about them, about hitting over 90 consistently, 90 miles per hour consistently, that kind of changes perhaps how you might go about it?
I don't think necessarily changes how you're going to go about things. You try to have a blueprint on anyone you face, and everyone's different, and they bring an amazing skill set, obviously high pace and high quality. Talking about Jofra, he's got an amazing skill set. I think he's very skillful against left-handers as well. So I think you'll score differently off those two guys, even though they're very similar in terms of ball speed and the way they go about things. But I think you just go in with a plan. And like I said, there's still hypotheticals around matchups and what they may go with and where they might land on, and then you got to sum up the wicket, the conditions, and what's in front of you. And I think we've got an experienced batting lineup that, like you said, have seen it before. It's never guaranteed that we're going to play well against it. We're going to have really great moments, and there'll be some moments where they're high quality. So, sort of on that tightrope, and you try to have the best plans you can set out to, and then once you give the lay of the land and have a blueprint, then you try to, I guess, execute that the best way possible. So, no doubt there'll be a challenge at some stage during the series. Whether we get both of them, whether we get one of them, again, hypotheticals. At this stage, it looks likely we'll get both. So, look forward to that challenge.
Expecting a lot of around the wicket?
Expecting everything, really. I think you've got to expect everything and then see what comes. You know what I mean? So, like, I think Woody will chop and change. Tongue, Cass. They all bring different skill sets and different ways of going about it. Stokes the same. He's going to bowl a lot of overs, big spells, sort of a game changer. I think you go in with all the expectations of all the cards on the table, and then as the games fold out and as the series goes, there'll be matchups, there'll be trends, there'll be guys that are playing really well. There might be guys low on confidence. They vary throughout series. So that's what makes 5 Test series hard. And I guess, all things are on the table at the moment, and then see what plays in front of us.
Ben Stokes, I know positive reinforcement viewership is part of your preparation sometimes. You've spoken about how you go back and just have a little look at when you were humming along at 140 off 110 or something like that and hitting them well. Have you gone back to when early doors big bash before you both discovered the power of facial hair, you hit him for 3 straight sixes?
I forgot about it, to be honest. It did flow across the desk a couple of months ago. We've both come a long way since then. My hair technique was looking worse back then than it does now. So, amazing that I could actually get the ball over the fence back then. I don't think either of us, he wouldn't be expecting it, and I certainly wasn't expecting to do that. So, we've come a long way since then.
Yeah, he has certainly. He's turned into this leader who's almost like got this mythical status in English sport. Not bad for a Kiwi, but we'll leave that there. But in all seriousness, he has turned into some kind of leader and some kind of cricketer since those days. Yeah,
100%. He's probably their barometer. In Test cricket, he's had some of the clutcher moments. Not in just international cricket. Look at the World Cup and then a couple of Ashes innings I've been involved in, and a few moments in his career. He's probably had some of the more clutch innings and moments with bat and ball than anyone could put on the paper. But not many people get those moments in a full career, and he gets them in some of the biggest moments. So there's no doubt he leads from the front. He's aggressive in the style that he plays. He's aggressive in what he expects from his teammates by the sounds of things, having not played with him, the way he trains and goes about things. So there's definitely an effect that rubs on others, and we have much the same with Pat in a different sense. So great leaders are people who are able to include everyone, that are able to adapt to all personalities and to get a team moving in one direction. I think you look at how that team has evolved over the couple of years since Ben's taken over, and then they've done that. So that's why he gets the credit that he does in the UK and probably around the world.
For this episode of Willow Talk, we recorded our part in the studio before this interview, and in that we do our predictions, and I say I'm not so sure Pat's going to play a part in the Ashes, but then after that I saw Pat bowling almost full tilt in the nets to you blokes, and I wish I could go back and change my words because he looks pretty good at the moment. I don't know what he looks like to you. I don't know if you've faced him, but it looks promising enough from our point of view. Can you enlighten us a bit more?
I did laugh yesterday when they said Weathers had an initiation that he went through all the bowlers and had to face them all. That's because not many other blokes are putting their hand up to face him. He was standing. Bowling good, and he's probably faster than I've seen him bowl in a long time. We joked about it, but rare to actually see him bowling at training, so hard to compare over the last couple of years because he's normally a game day specialist. He looks ready to go, like not ready to go, but he's looking like he's trending that way. The game plan still as clear as it has been with him, so he's still ticking boxes along the way. But if you were to ask me a couple of weeks ago when I seen it as well, I was in and out of talking to him, and I was surprised at how well he looked like he was going. So very positive. He's feeling good. He's bowling well. The plan's still on track. So that's exciting as a friend and as a teammate and someone who's hugely important to us, obviously. But it's nice to see him on track. And again, there's no guarantees in all this. There's obviously a lot of boxes that still need to be ticked, but exciting that he's here around the group. Obviously a great leader, but then also nice to see him pairing at the same time and training and being excited around and being bullish around how he's actually tracking, which is good.
Well, this has just left it the mood of a nation, I think. I'm not sure how the stock exchange is going to open tomorrow, but I think it's going to be a bull market. I think it's going to be charging. I think everything's going to look sunnier and rosier after that particular news. So it's brilliant, mate. Thanks for the update. Appreciate it.
That's right. And chips in on him playing, but not yet.
Yeah. No, hopefully the plan comes off. You and Ben Duckett, I noticed when Dan Cherney asked you about how you guys sometimes meow at each other. Sorry, my computer's going off in the background. We've got a little thing. I'll keep count. Who's going to leave more during a leave percentage during this Ashes series? You reckon you got him covered?
Not a chance. That's it was a funny. I was bumped into yesterday. Obviously, like how some articles come out a long time after those conversations. Like I think that conversation with him would have been a couple of months ago, off the back of someone hearing about something and down the line, and is this true? And he sort of got stuck into me for leaving a few alone one Test match at Lords, and then in reply he left one, and I was calling, we sort of both calling each other cats about getting on with it. And we have a good relationship. We played 19s against each other. We have a laugh. I think we played the game in the right way. And we did joke yesterday about a few times where it's got niggly in the field or blokes are having a crack at each other and we're sort of sitting there giggling at each other. Look at these like the Pelicans going at it. It's like actually quite amusing. So, yeah, Ducky plays the game in the right way. There's no chance I'm beating him on the leave count in this series. He doesn't leave them. So I'll definitely leave more balls than him. But hopefully we only face too many. But yeah, he's played exceptionally well over the last few years. I like playing against him. He's a good lad. So be a good series. And I don't think I'll win that leave percentage. No chance.
Hopefully Brendan Doggett tempts him into something he's not willing to really do. Ben Duck. It's awesome to see a story like this, and I dare say you got to know him a little bit since he's moved from Queensland, but he's a guy that's given absolutely everything, and he's about on the verge of getting a fair old reward. How's his preparation going, and how's he been?
Yeah, he's been good. Again, he's been around the group for a while. He was on my first tour in Dubai in 2018, and he's been in and out of the group over that period. And so I think he knows the environment, so he's settled into that fine. And then he's prepped. I don't think you can ask for better prepping in terms of what he's been putting out in first class cricket. We were talking about last week. I think he might be 4 fifers in 5 sort of innings or games. I'm not sure 100% on the stats on it, but he's been cleaning up for South Australia, leading that attack. And it just feels like, if he gets his opportunity, that he'll be ready to go. Again, going into the unknown of international cricket, and I think everyone a bit the same. I remember going into it, you're nervous, and can you make that step up? And when you got the confidence and the belief from the other guys that he knows that he's got the skill set to do it, and you try to just, I guess, relax him as much as you can and tell him that, it feels like he's got the right skill set for it, and he's got the hunger and the way to go about it. And I feel like he can excel in Test cricket. And if he gets that opportunity, that'd be fantastic for him. And I think 100% ready to go. And I think he'll suit this venue if he does get a crack. And it's no better opportunity than potentially a first Ashes Test and a debut in a series like this. It's not a bad way to start if he gets that.
Last one, the Ashes, before I ask you about a special anniversary. And Steve Smith, there's a KO out of going around of you closing a laptop of him singing. Has the group been thrust upon its ears, the dulcet tones and, guitar strumming of Steve and Peter Devereaux Smith, or has he been Captain Steve, no musicality about him?
He actually didn't realise that it aired. Marna showed him this morning, so he's pretty fired about it, that his abilities have been once again taken the piss out of, but it's hard not to when it's like that. No guitar on tour, all business for Smudge at the minute, all batting, no guitar. I haven't seen the guitar on tour for actually a long time, so probably best for everyone. But I know Weathers doesn't mind it, so Weathers might talk him into it over the next little bit. I don't know if Weathers has got a guitar on tour, but I've been on tours before where he has, so you never know. He might get the itch again, Stephen.
Big call for a debutant to bring it out, though.
Yeah, Weathers is he's his own man. He's going well. He's fitted in well. So maybe not this week. You might be right, but as the series goes on, if he's got one, which I don't want Stephen to get the itch again because that's no good for anyone hearing that. But you never know. You never know.
How cricket has changed. Remember the beautiful days of the 70s and 80s where debutants got hazed, and now they're allowed to bring out some tunes and get on with it. So the new age cricket, that's fantastic. Yeah.
There's a lot more rarer things in a guitar with debutants, though. There's a rare group. Cricketers these days are a rare bunch.
Fair enough. 2 years on from a certain World Cup final. What makes you happy about that day still?
We blew the candles out today. We had a little bit of a couple of blokes that are involved in it. We just, happy birthday, and blew the candles out in the sheds this morning. I actually forgot about it until one part of the world just lit up my Instagram, and then I realised that it was the 19th, and we're 2 years down the track. So I appreciate them reminding us on a not a bad night.
It was an awesome night. Hey, what happened to the bat from that innings?
The bat's sitting at home. Bat's sitting at home in a case. I've got a couple of bats that been lucky enough to obviously pull my finger out a few times, and I've got him locked up in a little box, and I don't know what will happen to him ever, but they're at home locked away, and I don't know, Miller or Harry might saw him in half one day and use them, but they're sitting there.
Or you could possibly give them to a museum so we can all enjoy it. Just have a look at it and reminisce. So,
the edges are all burnt out. I've never got too many in the middle. So they'll look at them and go, geez, he was average. And they'll look at the inside edges are on it and the outside edges are on it. Yeah. But no, there's a lot of stuff that I probably won't keep forever. So at some stage, maybe. We'll see.
Give a little brush up before you maybe hand it in. Did you ever use it again? Or that was it for that one? You couldn't better it with that one?
I don't think I would have used it again. I may have, I reckon I would have finished it there, I reckon. I may have got a little bit more out of it afterwards, but I can't quite remember. Maybe a little bit, because where did we go after? We come here. I don't reckon I did. I reckon that might have been it for it.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Well, it done its job.
Sorry?
It has done its job. It's got enough so that I could get out of it.
Bloody oath it did. But moments like that mean that because they're fresh in the memory, it's good that the anniversary is around retention time as well for IPL, because then around this time, oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, he was awesome. And still is. Awesome. So let's retain
3
him.
years ago. Yeah, maybe he still can do it. Yeah, it's not bad timing.
Back to Hyderabad again. Pumped about that?
Yeah. Great relationships there. So, pleased with that. Dan and Pat and the boys. So, it felt like we had a great first year. Our last year was not here nor there. And, we can always probably improve a little bit, but the environment of the group and the guys that we've got, obviously Abby's excelled over the last 12 months. So it'll be nice to get back with him. He's I would have said part-time rock star last year. Now he's full-time rock star now. So, mix that with a couple of the other boys and it's good fun. So, I'll be looking forward to my time going back once the summer's done.
All good, mate. Hey, really appreciate your time on the verge of another Ashes series. Go well, mate. We'll catch up during the series on Willow Talk, and wish you all the best in the first test.
Look forward to it. Thank you. Hopefully put on a show, so looking forward to it.
Hads and Heels with their predictions after the break on Willow Talk, and also their touring tips for me. But just before we go, Trav is going to be a regular guest on Willow Talk through the Ashes, and it's all thanks to the crew at Instant Tinting. So keep it cool this summer. Instant Tinting has got you absolutely covered for everything. Visit the guys there at instanttinting.com.au to stay cool. Visit the guys at Instant Tinting, and thanks again for their support of Willow Talk, and the Travis Head chat will be a regular thing throughout this Ashes summer. Off to the break, Hads and Heels after the drinks break. Here we go, Hads and Heels, prediction time. No fence sitting.
Adam flunks on tour. Is that the segment?
We're getting to the touring tips in a second. Calm down. This is what people actually want to know about.
I think that you did this list of predictions because you left yourself off it.
Yeah, exactly. I'll chime in with predictions.
Okay, go.
If you want.
You start.
Well, most
Peacock
runs.
gets tattoo.
Of dolphin on his ankle. Most runs in the series. I've gone Steve Smith, Harry Brook, Alex Carey.
I went Smith of the Stephen variety, Brook and Head.
Smith, Root, Carey.
Steve Smith or Jamie Smith?
There's only one Smith in my mind. Stephen Peter Devereaux Smith. There you go.
Sounds very English. Anyway, carry on.
It does. It's not as like Gus Atkinson, by the way. What's his name?
Gus Atkinson.
Angus Alexander Patrick Atkinson. He went to a private school for sure. Most wickets. What are you laughing about? Your kids go to private school, don't they?
Nothing wrong with that.
No, there's not. There's not.
I'm so sure about that.
Should be playing.
I went to private school my whole life. Can you tell?
No,
exactly.
You can't.
You broke the mold.
Money down the drain. Thanks, Mum and Dad.
Bogan to ever appear at a private school.
Yeah. Went to some good ones too. Still can't spell.
Money down the drain.
Cheers, Mum.
Most wickets, top three.
Lyon, Stark, Stokes.
I had the same three, but I went Stark first. You're welcome, Mitch. It's probably the first time I put him in there.
That's the first time you've given him a gold medal for anything.
Because, for anything. Calm down.
No, in cricket, when we've been in this studio.
Yeah, because I don't like to I'm a firm believer in like cricketing karma, and I feel like if I say that, it won't happen. And now I'm worried that I've said that and it won't happen. So I kind of wish, you know what I mean?
I think you're overthinking it.
Yeah. Oh, welcome to my world.
Well, you just say
You never spoke to a wicketkeeper long enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could simply say, I think he's the best bowler out of the two lineups, and he's going to swing the ball, and he's going to take heaps of wickets.
I rate an underdog though, right? So if I never mention his name, he's technically an underdog and he'll come in and sneak under the radar. But I hope he does.
Well, the reason my three are like that is whoever ends up on the most wickets, I'll say, well, that's who I had. I didn't even put him in order.
Okay. For that reason, for the reasons you've just explained,
Yep.
I've gone Boland, Stokes, Hazelwood.
Oh,
I don't want to mock him. So I think Hazelwood will come back in and take 1,000 wickets, but he won't be able to catch Scotty Boland. Head noise for the English from the G.
fair enough.
Story of the series.
Well, you're basically saying Cummo's not coming back in at all.
We'll get to that. That's a question for a bit later. Story of the series. Mine is Australia comeback. They'll lose one of the first two, or maybe two of the first three, and they'll come back and win the last two.
I've got two. Was Cummo dominates on return,
Where?
but I'm not going to go with that.
Okay. You just said it anyway.
Jake Weatherall's fairy tale debut.
Oh, there you go.
Damn it. Are we mentally joined?
That's not. That's weird because
It is
wicket
weird.
keepers aren't normal.
I was thinking about the same too.
Smart mind.
All right, then I'll have to go another one. Story of the series.
No, you could say the same. There is no law in copying him.
Story of the
She went
series.
to a private school. She copied a whole lot.
Well, my story of the series was going to be like Weatherald's summer out.
Mhm.
But I'm going to go with story of the series. How good are Australia's depth stocks?
It's a
Okay.
good one.
You eventually talk yourself into something there, so well done.
Plucked it.
Whose head makes the bar go wild in Adelaide?
Yep. Who's the English villain?
Harry Brook.
I've gone exactly the same thing because he will not be able to help himself.
Yep.
He'll be heard by a stump mic and that'll be blown out of all proportion.
Yep.
That storyline.
I was thinking the first two that came to mind were the two openers. Ben
Doggett and
Stokes.
Crawley. Ben Stokes?
Yeah, natural. But I reckon Harry Brook will end up being it.
How many times? We played bingo early in the week, but how many times do you think we're going to mention on this podcast about the fact that Brad Haddon was Ben Stokes' first test wicket until he
out.
wasn't? No ball. Joe Root, does he score 100?
Yep.
No.
Oh, mocked him.
I think he will.
Yes. I think Adelaide. I'm going to call the venue, if you like.
I think he'll get it first up. I reckon he'll get it in Perth. And I hope that happens. Because then I hope it's downhill from there. He'll get it.
Doesn't get it.
Shackles will off.
Like Virat last summer.
Yeah.
I hope it builds and builds, and
Yeah, fair.
and those things that he's great. He's chasing obviously Tendulkar, but
Does he get Tendulkar, do you think?
eventually.
2,000
But
short.
the longer it
Yeah.
doesn't happen, the more.
Well, you want it
builds
one
up,
way or the other.
pressure.
You want that, or you want to get it straight away, and then
I'm saying no.
see ya.
Does Pat Cummins play?
Yes.
Yep.
I'm not so sure.
Ooh.
Just not so sure. He's got multiple hurdles.
Want to bet on that?
Oh, I
The
hope
loser
that-
gets a tattoo.
No. No. Have you got a tattoo, by the way?
It's irrelevant.
Why are you trying to drag me into your little vortex?
Because as soon as you said there's no way in the world I'm getting that,
Yeah.
that was like a red rag to a bull.
Well, guess what?
All right, we'll have that bet. Done. Next.
I hope he does. I seriously hope he does, but I'm just hesitant. Very
He will
hesitant.
play. He's 100% going to play.
Okay. Cool. Venue, day, and session, the Ashes will be won.
Boxing Day, day 4. Last session.
By England.
Are you kidding me?
No way. Last session, exactly the same.
Oh my God. And then I thought, I was like, yeah, that's probably the reality. But then I'm going to go Adelaide, day 5.
Oof.
Oh, yeah.
Straight through them.
Mhm.
Okay.
I
Day
like
5,
that.
Adelaide.
I've gone day 4, SCG, Australia 3-2.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Because I got
Which
the
side do
comeback.
you want?
It's 2-1 down. We get the Boxing Day.
bet on
We'll
that.
turn around.
That's enough out of you.
Well, when you look at, like,
No,
there's going to be a draw this series. There won't be a...
No, England don't play for draws,
There's only one draw, I reckon.
which is great, which means Adelaide day 5 will be 3-0 up.
In the McCullum era, there's been one draw in 41 tests that's not been like a weather-affected
Yeah.
one.
Yep.
And that was on that road that they played on. Where was that? The India test match just gone, the 4th test. And the most final score of the Ashes then. What's the prediction? Final score.
On 3, say
3-1.
3-1.
So there's going to be a draw.
Yeah, there's going to be a washout,
Weather-induced draw?
probably.
I fear for Brisbane, by the way.
I just worry about climate change at the moment and the amount of rain we're having, with the storms and stuff. It's a little bit scary, so I'm just going to go with
Don't open up that
3-1.
can. Otherwise,
I
you'll
hope it's
appear in
4-0.
some tabloid headlines, say go woke, go broke or something like that about climate change. So anyway, it could rain. It could rain a lot.
Well, I mean,
somewhere.
we are having spring right now, and it's it's very late on, so slightly concerning.
Okay, fair enough. But not concerning is the fact that Australia are winning the Ashes, in your opinion. 3-1, 3-1.
As if that's ever concerning.
Both of you.
Yep.
Cool. I'll go 3-2. One of the great Ashes series of all time. Fingers crossed. It will be because actually it's going to provide so much material.
Oh, we're finally here. Hads,
here
we're
we
finally
go.
here.
So the touring tips. We asked the Secret Cricket Club for some tips for myself touring with Willow Talk. This particular Ashes series will be at all the grounds. If you see us, come and say good day. Hopefully we'll have some merch, some Willow Talk merch. Producer Joel,
Just
we're
waiting
just waiting on
sales.
supply lines from Taiwan. But hopefully they get through. We'll see what happens there. But come and sort us out with a club cricket hat and we'll proudly wear it in our daily wraps as well. But it's not about that, is it, Brad? It's about my
about
behaviour on tour. Can you help me out here or are you going to be on his side?
Oh, no, we're against you here. It's hilarious.
Okay.
And
So-
Sinner's just so against tattoos. It's even better.
We put it out to the
bet
Secret
going.
Cricket Club for some tips for myself.
They-
And Katie chimed in first and said, drink responsibly.
What's that mean?
At a girl.
On tour.
I think that means don't get absolutely munted on night 1 and get home at 3 a.m.
I did
No,
say
no.
pace yourself, Adam, and that's just not, and I'd like to point this out again, touring is not all about drinking, right? It's also about just bonding with your colleagues.
Mhm.
Drink responsibly. And that means water throughout the day.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't passed your first test.
He hasn't got a tattoo.
That'll come. That's with the Paddy Cummins return. We'll fix that.
Yes.
How often you been on tour with your mates?
Fair bit.
And the first night, as you get in there, let's behave the first night. We've got a big day the second, playing golf or to the races.
Never happens.
And he said, I'm going to be responsible. Fail first go.
Wait a minute. That's
Fail.
not what. This
Next
is
question.
advice from other people. This is not a question. This is advice from our Secret Cricket Club.
That
And
advice
Katie
was
has
never
said,
given-
drink responsibly.
Yes, correct.
And
At a
you said-
girl.
And you said, I'm going to pace myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Well, you're not drinking. Full stop, are you?
well,
No, we don't drink.
no. We're athletes.
Yeah, right. You.
The first thing you should said is, you know what? That's great advice,
Mhm.
but I won't stick to that on the first night because I'll be overexcited.
No.
Yeah, it's okay to be.
It
Brad,
is.
I'm not 22.
Well, you're not a good tourist.
oh,
Next question. Fail 1.
Breno said, credit card roulette is only a risk if your wife sees the bill. Phones and cameras away at all
Remember
times.
my last one of them.
What?
Credit card roulette.
You lose.
Was it the Woolwich Pier? It was with a few of my mates. Brett Lee was there. Brad McNamara. It was about a table of 8.
How long was
And-
the session?
About 7 hours.
Ooh.
And someone called credit card roulette.
Ooh.
And one of my good mates that had all their cards up and he put his in and it was, say, all black cards and there was one red one and that was his. He goes, I'm gone.
Yeah.
And they pulled bingers. Justice.
Well, if a man could get away with being able to cover that bill.
Not paying tax anymore. He's fine.
Yeah. We've all got caught on credit card roulette.
Phones and cameras away at all times sounds sinister, I would have thought. So I don't know if I'm going to adhere to that. Given the fact that I'm over there to actually capture content on my phone for Willow Talk, probably won't happen. But yeah, it's an advice that it's well-worn advice.
Just don't be a dick about it. That's what I'd say.
Okay.
You don't have to put them away. Just don't be a dick.
Thanks, Eels.
Yep.
Jay said, don't wear your Newcastle shirt by the Barmy Army.
That's fair.
Yeah,
You might get punched.
What I will do one day is I'll go undercover. I've got a Newcastle United bucket hat that the English just love a bucket hat, especially in the Australian sun. I'll get one of my kids. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they'll go red.
Sudden.
But I'll get some footy shorts on. I'll get my Newcastle United shirt on. I'll get my bucket hat on. And I'll infiltrate the Barmy Army.
Oh, yeah.
Sam Fender's out here this summer. He'd love you.
I love Sam too.
Yeah.
I love
There you
Sam.
go.
A number of times I've listened to his songs after a Newcastle United victory. Yeah.
There you go.
You should tell us the day you do that before you go.
Yeah, I will. Why? What are you going to do?
I think I've got a few contacts still with the Barmy Army. I might tell them where you're sitting.
What I might do is try and bring him in there with me.
I might do that.
He won't come back out. Lyle, brekkie is the most important meal of the day. Accept your fines and don't try and mitigate.
That's a great
That is
piece of advice.
Bang on advice,
Yeah.
surely. Is breakfast
Just
not
cop
the
it.
most
You're the
important?
newbie, Matt.
Or wait, are you at the stage of life where you don't have breakfast because
I
like
love it.
fasting?
Nah,
or
Yeah. Coffee's
that's a favourite
breakfast,
meal.
right?
Yeah.
favourite meal? Yeah.
Coffee.
Yeah. Accept your fines and is there a fine system? Because I'm kind of with the Triple M crew, even though I'm not under the banner of Triple M. But
Nah, there's no fine system.
Huh?
But you've got to, if you're first to the bar, you've got to shout.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Absolutely fair. What? You don't agree with that?
I do.
A lot of people said hydrolyte is the way to go. Always rehydrate and follow HADS blindly and see how it goes.
I rate that one. You've got to, as the newbie on tour, you've got to follow your seniors. And I think Hads is a fantastic leader. So I think that you should follow him blindly.
Dan Ganane's captain of the social club, the night captain.
The night captain.
Well, that's concerning.
That is concerning. He has nothing tying him down in life as well. So you could end up in, I don't know where you could end up, but you could end up in some places that
great
you'd
time.
least expect.
That's for another day, that story.
Okay. We did predictions before. We had top threes for most wickets, most runs. But to round us out here, the touring tips. Hads and Heels, it's back on you this. Give us your podium of tourists that you've travelled with over time in cricket.
Any Ashes victory,
Yeah.
that's one.
But
everyone.
Everyone.
Yep.
Yeah.
The other good one was winning the Champions League.
Oh, yeah.
That was huge.
With the Sixers.
Mm.
Could come back one day. That'll be big for the players involved. No, but your
top
people,
three
your
peeps.
personalities.
No, I'm giving you
people.
events. I'm not dobbing anyone in.
No, but best tourist. Who's a great, give us one name, a great tourist.
Ryan Harris.
Ryan Harris. Yeah.
Because he got told after every test he wasn't allowed alcohol because his body was no good.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't let him sit next to us till he started drinking alcohol because he was boring. And we said, mate, why would you play if you're not going to celebrate the victories? And he'd sit there sulking and go, no, I'm right. And he'd come and sit there. The physio'd come over. He goes, I'd rather retire. We'd heckle him that much.
So he retired 15 times after test matches.
Then he'd be the last to go home.
Well, because he was
Mate,
three.
his knees didn't hurt by the end of the night.
It was
That was my argument.
to start with. He was 3 parts Voltaren, and then got on it. Anyway, good stuff.
Fun.
Best tourist.
I bet they say you.
Yeah.
I bet if we'll ask the girls, and I bet they say
sure.
Heels.
I don't know. I'm probably annoying.
You had to change though as a captain.
Oh, no.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Bit
Just,
more
Not after you win
just do it
Ashes.
on the sly.
That's experience
Favourite
for you.
people to go on to it at the moment, Georgia Wareham, Darcy Brown. An underrated little trio, us three. A few have tried to jump on that bandwagon, but we're very selective. But
Those
those three, us three are fun. I'm going to go those two. They're good.
Is there
Sarah Ailey.
What about one with tourists? Sometimes you see people who have a certain personality and they're in their lane in life. You know, they've got their home
Huss.
life. That
Maurice. What's his name? Is that his?
knew exactly where I was going with that.
We both knew it.
Who has, oh my God, look at this person. I haven't met him before or I haven't met her before.
Yeah,
But they're fun.
that's me. A little bit. When Sally comes out, we're in strife.
Sally,
Yeah.
is that you?
Yeah.
Sally Healy.
Yeah.
Sally Stark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael Hussey.
Sally actually has her own.
Funny.
Sally
1,
actually has
2,
her own
and
last
3.
name, Adam.
So it's just Sally.
No, she has her own last name, but I'm not going to say it.
Oh,
Yes, Michael Hussey. Yeah.
Easy.
Maurice.
Yeah.
What about you? Will you stay in your lane? Because all this is geared to you.
Yeah, I will, especially in Perth because I've got a feeling they've plonked me on the red eye. So I won't
love
get
the
heavy
red
on
eye.
that. Oh, get stuffed. It's the worst thing ever invented in terms of travel.
All right, so
I'd
there's.
rather get a bus.
So we've got to come up with his alter ego name as well. Adeline.
Yeah,
You know what? I reckon it'll be on my direct messages by the time we get off here.
when's the Rat Pack? You always call the pub after the last day of play at the SCG.
Oh, yeah.
You might see someone there. Maybe, potentially. Because
Potentially.
I don't have much work in the week after that. So,
You need a week to recover from that.
okay. Look forward to it.
I had to ring Karina to pick me up last time. I was walking the wrong way.
You walking backwards?
I live 600 metres from the pub.
God, fantastic. And a reminder, the Ashes start this week. We're going to be covering all the biggest moments on our daily test wraps and some huge guests and review and preview episodes and my touring habits as well, by the sounds of it. Follow us on Apple, Spotify and YouTube. Chat to you soon, guys.
Go the Aussies.
Good luck, Adam.
I shall require it, by the sounds.
Oh, yes, you will. Yes, you will.
Yeah, thanks for watching the Willow Talk podcast on YouTube. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't have to miss an episode wherever you are. And while you're at it, check out these videos up here. They're mostly good.